day to you all and welcome to another episode of Wear Many Hats. My name's Rachel and this is the podcast totally dedicated to the FM and property industry. Today, we have a fantastic guest with us. It is Will Easton. He is the Head of Workplace Experience at DCC. Welcome.
Thank you, Rachel.
It's great to have you here, Will. Did you come from far?
Well, today I've only come from Cannon Street.
Oh, that's handy.
So, yeah, just a few minutes on the tube.
Nice.
I am based 150 miles north in Yorkshire. So
oh, wow. So are you down here at the minute?
I'm going home today.
Oh, okay.
Going home this afternoon, but I've been down here since Monday.
Oh, okay. I don't feel so bad that you've had to come all the way down for a podcast, but it's going to be well worth it, I'm sure. I've had a good look at your past and your journey, and it's going to be an inspiring one, I'm sure.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, me too. So let's get started. So let's rewind a bit. Where did it all start for you?
It all started in 2008. Mm-hmm. I ended up taking a job. I was working in security at the time.
Right.
And I was working shift work. Didn't really have any direction, kind of getting into I was probably late 20s at that point. Mm-hmm. Had no career path at all.
Right.
Just job hopping, going from jobs to jobs. And this job came up as a kind of facilities coordinator, administrator in a financial institution. I went for the interview. I got it. And I've not looked back since.
Wow.
It was very fast progression within that organisation. I was there for about 6.5, maybe 7 years.
Wow.
And people left, regimes changed.
Yeah, of course.
I was the only constant, and I kind of learnt my trade, so to speak, and went up the ranks when I was there.
Brilliant.
That kind of kick-started my career. So from a facilities background, and kind of that's been led me here. Yeah.
How many years now in total?
18
Wow.
years.
You know your stuff.
Yes. And that's taken me through, like I say, banking. I've done public sector with NHS, local government, civil service.
Oh, all areas then.
Telecoms.
Oh, yeah.
Service providers.
Yeah.
Kind of a really varied kind of career path. And so I've seen the good and bad of it all.
Yeah,
today.
I bet. So how did you the title sort of changed a bit now, isn't it? It's the workplace.
Yes.
I can see that you were workplace change agent at Paragon Interiors. So is that where your experience with the workplace actually started in terms of how it's changed today? Or
well, it was a little before that. So obviously, I was under the title of facilities management in different roles. But kind of as I developed and I kind of grew within the industry, the area that really kind of spoke to me and that I felt more aligned was the workplace, was the people side of property. I'm not a facilities manager. I couldn't go in and do a facilities management role. With compliance and very routine. Yeah. That's not me. I don't have that skill set. I don't have the attention span. I don't have the attention to detail that requires. And so I kind of gravitate to this more strategic and holistic view of workplace over the years. The facilities management is a great starting point. Yeah. I just kind of tailored my career path to kind of where my skill set lies.
You can do that, can't you, in facilities? I've seen this.
100%.
You're my 49th guest. So
it's such a kind of a broad church of opportunities. There's so many avenues you can go down. Historically, I don't think the industry sells itself that well. It doesn't.
And this is why we do wear many hats, because we want people to know that there's so many different areas that can get involved in. This one excites me the most, what you do.
There's careers within, there's so many different specialist careers within the industry. Yeah. But facilities, historically, I think it's just been the entry point.
Yeah.
And then you can go off and you can go into real estate, you can go into workplace, you can go to something more tech, you can go to something more commercial.
Yeah.
Or or creative even.
Consulting, you've done.
It's all there. It is all there.
Yeah, it really interests me, in particular, what you do. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, one of the questions is, did you always know you were going to end up on this path? No.
No. I don't know what I'm doing next week, to be perfectly honest with you. But I like so many people, you end up in the industry by accident. And I don't really like to say by accident,
Sort of fall into it.
Yeah, but, the more kind of hippie in me would say the industry found me, or I found the industry.
Yeah, I like that.
It's coincidental, but fantastic. So, like I say, I didn't have a career plan or anything. After I left college, I was just working retail, working security, working in just a variety of jobs. No real direction. Didn't know what to do with my life. Yeah. But once I got into facilities, there was suddenly a structure, and different paths to go down,
and something that interested you, piqued your interest.
Yeah, piqued my interest, and it's kept me busy for all these years.
Love that. So, who gave you that real push in your career at the beginning and in facilities?
I don't think there was an individual that gave me a push, and that's not discounting all people that have given me opportunities and
on the way and
helped me at early stages. I think it was more circumstantial because of my first role. There was a lot of change, management change, different people, left the organisation. Yeah. So I was there, and I was just given more and more.
Right.
So it's kind of an accumulation of all those things. But in those early stages, there was a period where the facilities function that was in, they changed what function they were part of. So I think those early days, kind of the push and being given opportunities was not actually from people within the facilities. It might be somebody within finance or risk or people team that kind of opened the doors for us.
Yeah. So it was more of a circumstance than a person, or just a combination.
Accumulation of lots of good and bad people. Horrible managers that were kind of pushed out the organisation.
That's it.
Disappeared overnight. And it's like, well, Will, can you just look after? After this for us. And I'm there just kind of,
okay.
I don't know what I'm doing, but
I'll give it a go.
I will give it a go. And
brilliant.
Majority of the time it's worked out.
So you were very willing.
Yes.
Will, that's your name. So what does a day in your world actually look like these days? You mentioned that you've moved offices. I mean, that you would have been a huge part of that, wouldn't you?
Yes, yeah. Well, we delivered that with a very, very lean team.
Yeah.
So that's consumed the majority of 2025 for me. So I've got an office move, and my remit now is very broad. The DCC itself is a small organisation. Roughly about 700 people. So kind of my role has to be the property expert, which is a very specialist subject. I oversee the facilities management contract that we've got in place.
Yeah.
So a lot of the technical stuff, a lot of compliance. Although I'm not too hands-on with that stuff, and then there's the workplace stuff and the people and the change and all that. So I'm probably, if we talk about the industry, I'm doing kind of a lot of what the industry covers in a single role. And historically I've worked in, large estates teams where I've had to concentrate on one thing, or as a consultant or a contractor being brought in to do specific tasks. This is very, very, very varied.
Love that. Do you like that? Do you like it varied? Or
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Because again, there's stuff. We've just delivered a very successful move in a very short time, on a very tight budget, which has been fantastic. And I've done lots of moves over the years. Never done one so quickly, which is lovely. But just to be in the process of all the way from the property search right at the beginning, going through all the commercials and legals, then going into deliver. I've done aspects of that over my career, but never from start to finish.
So you've done that now. So tick that off.
Yeah, so I mean that's really good from a development point of view. Development point of view. And then you learn who the suppliers are, who the experts are that you need to speak to get certain things done that you can't deliver yourself.
Absolutely. You've got your team under you. You said you're not too big a team.
No. There's only two of us in house.
That's amazing. 700 people though. That's quite a lot for two of you, I think.
Yeah, but we've through our outsourced provider. I will name drop CBRE. That's who we're using. That's where the boots on the ground resources. So our receptionists, our workplace hosts, our engineer, and the workplace managers, they're there. Yeah. But we run an outsourced model so we can have a lean operation.
That's it. So a smaller team. Yeah. That's good. You can handle the issues to them to deal with and concentrate on something else.
Yes. Yes. So we look. Yeah. So we get to look at the strategy. And I think one of the things that I've been trying to do over the past 16 months, and we are getting there, is, I've picked up a legacy, and again, not detrimental to anybody that's dealt with it in the past, but it's been kind of I'd call it traditional, reactive, tactical workplace services, and FM services, and I'm trying to make it more strategic and aligned with the business.
Yeah, I like that.
And that's a big ship. That's a big ship to turn around.
It is, yeah.
But we are making progress.
Love that. So what's sort of challenging you at the moment? I mean, what's testing you at the moment? Obviously, you've just moved. So literally a week ago, I just saw it on your post. I thought, oh my goodness, he's just moved. What a great timing. So thanks for coming down. So have you had any teething problems or anything like that, which, happens when you do a move, isn't it? Or you said it went smoothly.
Yeah, it went remarkably smoothly considering the time constraints and everything else. We fortunate enough to, Helen, who works for me, is fantastic. She's brand new to this industry.
Oh, lovely. And a female too.
Yeah, exactly. So
brilliant.
Obviously when I started, it was all men of a certain age wearing grey suits. And the quicker we can get away from that, the better.
Correct.
Bring more diversity into the industry. We are getting there.
Yes,
we are getting there. Still a long way to go.
Yeah.
And then, through our security team and our enterprise IT team, working with really good people, and it's good, really kind of strong thing in that company is people do bind together, get stuff done. And
we're hearing that a lot, which is something that we were all very separate, weren't we? This is accounts, this is marketing, this is HR, and this is now we're all sort of coming together, and it's the workplace that's done that, isn't it?
Yeah,
you guys really.
It's definitely been, and I've noticed that over the the past 5, 6, 7 years, there's been a real ramp up with that coming together and kind of workplace being a glue and saying, we're not here just to look after the bogs and the bins.
Yeah, 9 to 5, and
actually we're pulling and we're pivotal to all this, and I think especially for smaller organisations and SME businesses, that penny's kind of dropping.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we see the value.
Yes.
And, at the end of the day, we are communicators and conduits between Department A and Department B and delivering kind of strategic goals.
So, tell us a little bit about how you've it's not one of the questions, but how have you set up your workplace now? How have you sort of gone about that? Because I love how we're integrated now. Are you all, because not everybody's coming into the office, I take it. Doing the whole hybrid model.
Well, yeah, again, hybrid is the biggest challenge.
Yep.
Like any other organisation, you've got your peak days, you've got your quiet days. So, we've worked in the space that we've designed, we've worked on that basis that we know nobody's going to be on a Friday, but, Friday's the day we can get the things fixed that break.
Yeah.
Because there's not as many people out.
Yeah.
And we know when the peak days are there, we need extra hands on deck. We need to be extra vigilant to make sure things are working. So it's kind of a real mishmash of activity. And we've got to be prepared. Unfortunately, property doesn't shrink and grow depending on how many people come through the door.
Exactly.
It's bricks and mortar. It can't,
still going to do what it does.
It can't change. But as long as you get the basics right, you give people, the refreshment and the welfare facilities and all the environmental considerations, that's what you've got to get right first.
Yeah.
And then you can build on top of that.
I love that. So, where do you think the industry's heading and sort of what excites you?
Oh, good question.
Well, we've got a lot of AI going on.
Yeah.
The ESG.
Yeah. I mean, two big things hanging over us at the moment.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of, generally, I kind of feel that the outsource model is having a bit of an uptake at the moment. Again, people want to deliver a service and keep in-house models lean.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the traditional service providers are really kind of developing their service,
yes,
and expanding out what they can offer to businesses, which is great to see.
Yeah,
I think we'll see that more of that over the next few years. But kind of from a workplace professional, I can see the workplace professional getting involved in more.
Yeah.
And if that is technology, if that is real estate, if it is something to do with ESG, they've got to they're going to be delivering more and more.
Yes.
And you see it a lot in the job market. The title workplace manager, head of workplace experience. It's kind of a rebadged job of facilities management.
It is.
But it encompasses so much more. And it's not about the technical knowledge. It's not about the know-how. It's about being a connector and a communicator.
I'm hearing that. Communicator bit. Yeah. It's totally changed and evolved, hasn't it, over the years?
Yeah. So
I really like it.
Yeah, that really does excite me.
Yeah.
And I think the technology kind of excites me in a way.
Yes.
Because I think we need to look at more automation. All other industries are, looking at automation.
Yeah.
How things and we can take, kind of the manual labor aspect out of a lot of things.
Yes.
Some of that won't change.
Correct.
But especially within the AI space, I did say that right? AI.
Yeah.
What said I?
AI.
Seeing a lot of noise about it. But sometimes when you scratch the surface, it's like, is it just a bit of a marketing tool at the moment? And one thing that that I've certainly noticed, because I'm using AI a lot to help me be organised.
Yeah, same.
I'm terrible at being organised.
Yes. Me too.
It's the quality control that's kind of missing.
Yes. There's no,
So we can't be too reliant on it from that aspect.
You need to check it, and you need to be careful what you put in, because it sort of takes note, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And but a real bugbear of mine at the moment with AI is, somebody always put AI on their product or their service.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it's AI powered or not.
Yeah. What
challenge have I got, and how's that kind of sorting the challenge? If it's financial, if it's something else. So it'll be, but we'll see it grow so much, so rapidly. I think it will present so many opportunities for us to add value.
So it's a friend of yours then, isn't it? That's one of the questions.
It's a friend, but it's a friend that I fall out with on quite a few occasions.
Sometimes I get frustrated, but and then have to start all over again. But generally it does help us, doesn't it? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Any tool that kind of makes the the low level, low thinking tasks, makes them
up.
automate, speeds them up.
Yeah.
That's great. We're humans, we're creative, we've got brains. That's where our powers and our energy should be spent.
That's it. We can't change that. So ESG is the buzzword at the moment. What does it mean to you and your work?
Yeah, it's really important. One of DCC's purpose is to make a fairer, greener energy system for the UK. So ESG's at the heart of everything we do.
That's good. You're on board, with your new office, I guess. You've kind of embraced all that as well.
We've certainly made a step up. So, looking, and it affects everything from our supply chain. So working with our delivery partners to make sure that, ESG is a focus. It comes into our procurement process, and it's all about, it's got the benefit to all, the benefit to the planet.
Yeah. Yes.
But from the boring bit, from the numbers.
Yeah.
It's all about how it supports the numbers. If it's, I think we've gone through a period, or certainly when I started in the industry, it was a bit of a nice to have. Yeah, it's nice to have, but it's expensive. But now it's kind of grown and matured, and we can see the return on investment. Yeah, for investing in a proper ESG strategy. Yeah, that's really beneficial. Energy. We can't get away from energy use. Yes. So how we can tailor that for our property, or our properties, and look for more sustainable solutions.
And there's lots out there, isn't there?
It's going to reduce costs. Yeah, and it's going to reduce impact, and that's
what it's all about.
That's a win.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's it. So you're on board with it, which is great, and leading the way. I like that. So do you think the industry's innovating fast enough, or are we still playing catch up?
Depends what day you ask me. I think one thing I've always said is the industry is great at once it's got hold of a challenge. Yeah, it's really good at taking ownership and creating something that's quicker, better, cheaper, or whatever it is. Then not always the first to do something. Yeah. And I think that comes down to still the nature of the industry. It's still very reactive. Yes. Got to get the basic services right. Yeah. By the time you've gone through that, another quarter's gone, another half a year's gone.
Time's gone so quick. I can't believe it's Christmas.
Yeah. I cannot remember where this year's gone. So, there's pockets of innovation, and, we have some really good conversations with our service suppliers or service providers around innovation. Yes, yes. But it's, it's still that trick of, right, we know what we've got to do. Let's get it done. And it's, just finding that time to introduce something else, test it. Yes. That's about, fail fast on these things. I'm a big nerd about service design and everything else. And we've got to test this and make sure it's right. Make sure the innovation isn't just a shiny fad. That's something will you benefit from it? Nice, or is it just nice to have? Will you benefit from the innovations that are out there? There's so many as well, isn't there? And they're just coming up all the time, aren't they? There is, yeah. But again, this is the benefit of working with a service provider. They'll kind of innovate on your behalf. Yeah. So you don't have to think about it too much. Yes. So they'll just show you, this is coming up. Yeah. We're going to try this out. Fantastic.
Yeah, go for
whatever that solution might be.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes their life easier as well if they've got the sort of the smart tech in there,
Yes, yeah.
I mean, there's so much, all the sensor tech stuff and people walk in and out of it, where they're going in the building, and it's just smart.
I mean, you can go to the extreme. And you can put a lot of smart building infrastructure and tech in, but I always go back to, well, what's the benefit for the user?
That's what I'm saying. Is it nice to have?
Is it a barrier for them just coming in, doing their work, being productive and being happy? Yeah. And And again,
that's your main focus, isn't it, as the workplace? Yeah. So looking back, what moment or project are you most proud of? And you've done a few, right?
Oh God, there is a lot. Obviously, the move that we've just delivered in central London, really proud of that. Feedback's been phenomenal,
which is fantastic.
Yes, and there's been a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of long weeks.
We don't see all this. Those that sit in the office have no idea.
Like the swan just gliding along the water underneath. The legs are going crazy.
That's brilliant.
So again, for an organisation, I've only been there 16 months. We've delivered this project in 11 months, even a little bit less.
So you really only just started, and you got
So I'm really proud of that. A lot of the consultancy stuff I'm really proud of, and there's work that I've done in the past. I did some local authority work quite early in my career, and and that's when I started talking about workplace, and I got the local authority to shift away from the idea of facilities management and look at workplace as a whole. And I still see, because it's a local authority where I live, I still see the jobs coming up, and I'm like, I designed that job title and those jobs, so it's obviously working. And it's I think that's going back probably 10, 11 years now. So it's been sustainable. So all those things, when they come back, and I forgot about doing that. I did that. That's great. And I think the other thing is, just. It's a small industry. Everybody knows each other.
Yeah, I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Everyone's liking each other's wear many hats, LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
Everybody knows each other. So when you've when you get approached for jobs or recommended for a piece of work, then you've
done something.
You've got the social proof, and you've done that in the past, and it's like, well, come and speak to this person because they need help with X, Y, Z. So that's always good to know, because the ones that don't do that, they do get found out.
Yes. It proof's in the eating, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Well done for going on for 18 years and obviously plus, because you're still very young. You've still got a long way to go.
I don't feel young, that's for sure.
You've just done a huge project. Might need a minute. You've got another one coming up, though, you said, haven't you? So what's something you wish you knew when you were starting out?
I think the one thing I wish I knew was the amount of different avenues and opportunities you can go down in the industry. So it took me a while to kind of find my niche and find where my skill set matches. And I just didn't have, I was brand new to the industry and knew nothing about it really. And through all the roles that I've done, through all my network, we can see there's opportunities in operational delivery. There's opportunities in real estate. There's creative opportunities, and it's like this microcosm of loads of different careers. And I think if I'd known that earlier, I might have kind of pushed myself down the path that I've been on. Kind of my specialism a lot earlier.
So those that listen to this that are coming into the industry, that's something they need to do. Go and investigate and have a look at all the different areas.
Absolutely, because you can come into this industry and you could be, you could be an accountant, you could work in finance. There's loads of specialisms. Through finance, procurement, design,
they get heavily involved in
technology. There's all these things, and it's going into the industry. It's not about so have you worked in facilities management previously? What experience have you got? It's like, well, no. What's your skill set? Because that could really benefit the industry.
Yes.
And I think all the skills and the transferable skills from other places is absolutely essential.
Absolutely. And what you enjoy as well. What do you once you've started it? What what do you enjoy and go for that area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I love it. I love that there's so many different caveats to it. So if someone came to you tomorrow saying, I want to do what you do, what would you say to them?
Oh, God. Right. The first thing, there'd be a couple of things I'd say to them. The first thing is do the hard work.
Yes.
Do the work. Again, it's a very small industry. Everybody knows each other. You can't progress if you don't put in
the work.
The work and
nothing comes easy, does it? Will?
It doesn't. It really doesn't. And I've spent my life, living hand to mouth. I'm obviously the most privileged demographic in the world, but I've had to. I'm just a working class kid that's kind of just had to get on with things and keep a roof over my family's head. So you've got to put in the work. That's really important. You've got to have that social proof to say, I've done this project, I've delivered this service here. This is the testimonials that I've got. This is the feedback. This is what I'm good at. So the hard work is really, really important. But even more than that, and something that I had to learn is you've really got to be yourself.
I love that.
You've got to be yourself.
I've heard that a couple of times now, which I love.
Yeah, I'm the least corporate person in the world. I'm a creative at heart. When I started in the industry, I kind of almost beat that out of myself. And I was like, all right, I've got to think very corporately, got thinking very straight lines about certain things. And it, I took myself to university in my 30s and ironically did a facilities management degree.
Well done.
Thanks. But I think that was a real awakening for me because, I didn't do university when I was younger. I couldn't afford to. I probably didn't have the brain power or the attention span.
Yeah. I don't think I still have it. Well done.
So for me, other than getting my degree at that point, I think I kind of rediscovered my true self.
Wow!
And since I've done that, I'm quite open with the type of person I am, and I'll speak very freely on a lot of things. But it's not until I kind of accepted who I am in that. And when that comes across, that gives you your USP.
Yeah.
And
we're all different.
I'm not telling people not to be kind of corporate minded. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
This is just me I'm talking about.
No, I agree. I think I think I've only really just started to be myself in my role.
Yeah.
I think I've always tried to be whatever my client wants me to be.
Don't try and be something else.
My candidate wants me to be.
And I think that's really important. I've got 2 teenage girls, and that's kind of the thing that I say to them. It's like, just be you.
That's brilliant.
You'll get what you want in life.
Yeah.
If you just be you.
And I don't think the workplace was ever like that. I think we all had to conform, I suppose, to have. Again, it's not like that now. If we look at the demographics and lack of diversity that there's been over the years, I think when if you can bring your personality, as long as you're a good person and you do the hard work, that opens loads of doors. So just if somebody's coming into the industry, no matter what stage or age they are in their career, I think that's one thing that I would just say to them, just like, be yourself. It needs to be more diverse. It needs interesting people. So, no, I really like that. It's a good way of looking at things, and to just be yourself. I do like that. Very heartfelt. So what do you do? Like, let's switch off from work now. What do you like to do outside your day job? You told me a little bit of what you do, but my son does a similar thing. But tell us what you do.
So I've been, and I'll use the term loosely, but I've been a musician for years.
Love it.
Since I was a teenager, I suppose. So I play bass guitar mainly because I've got big fat fingers. So I can't play a normal guitar. But I do play a normal guitar a little bit. So music's always been a kind of mainstay in my life. Being a music fan, going to concerts, buying records, playing music.
Record. Wow. Vinyl.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I am, I'm the typical mid-40s man that spends too much on records. So that's always been a constant in my life. So I play music, I record music. Don't do it for any other purpose than me and my friends having fun. Yeah. And we've been doing it for years. So that takes up a lot of my time. Yeah. Well, I say it takes up a lot of my time. We're quite lazy. So it doesn't take up too much time.
And you got your family?
Yeah, so I've got family, wife, dog, 2 teenage daughters. So that is what it is.
You're busy.
Busy.
Please tell me the dog's male, or is the dog female as well?
No, he's male.
Oh, he's your buddy.
6-year-old Cocker Spaniel called Otto.
It's like happy dogs.
Yeah, he's.
So he's your pal.
Yeah. He's
with all the women.
I could not live without that dog anymore. He's such part of my life. Yeah. So obviously, I like to get out and walk with him.
It's good for your mind as well.
Yeah. And then over the past couple of years, I like spending time on water, either paddleboarding or kayaking. Oh. Only in calm waters. It's got to be calm. I'm a terrible swimmer.
Okay.
But I do. I love just getting out on the water and just.
I like the water.
Just gently paddling away for a few hours if the weather's nice.
Nice.
And I've got the energy.
Nice and peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like you've got a good balance there. The last one. What's the best bit of advice you've ever been given?
Best bit of advice I've been given.
Or can you give?
I would have to go back to the thing about being yourself.
Yeah.
So somebody once said to me, I was very nervous about doing something once. I think it was a presentation. And I won't quote it word for word because it's got a word in there you probably can't broadcast. Yeah. But basically they said, if you're kind of nervous or unsure about something, and you're telling people a story, just keep in your mind, this is my bleep story.
Yeah. Yes.
This is me.
Yeah.
I'm doing this.
I'm authentic.
Yeah, and that's kind of resonated with me for a number of years.
I like that. That's lovely. What a great way to end a brilliant podcast. Thank you so much, Will. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you here and your journey. And there's a lot that people will take from that, especially coming into the industry. And even those that are working through the industry to get to where you are, it's a lot in there for people, isn't there? So
absolutely.
Thank you again for coming down, Will.
Thank you.
And sharing your journey. And that's the end of today's episode of Wear Many Hats. Until next time, please do like, share, and I'm sure Will wouldn't mind you getting in touch if you've got any questions on LinkedIn. He's on there. Just please get the word out there to anyone that's wanting to get into the industry. And that's it. Take care.